Hey, good morning, or good afternoon, sir. If you would, please tell us your name, spell your last name and position.
Yes, I'm going to look at her. So, Ted Moran. I am M-O-R-A-N. I'm a battalion chief of San Diego Fire Rescue.
Thank you, sir. Can you tell us what happened today?
Yeah, just about shortly after 1 p.m. got reports of a vehicle into a structure here at the 2100 block of Logan Avenue. Crews arrived at scene, found this small sedan pretty firmly into the structure, and we had a full rescue response en route. There were 2 occupants that were inside the vehicle. We were able to get them out safely. I do not know any extent of injuries, but they both were transported to the hospital and are going to be seen by physicians. Initial reports were that the driver suffered some sort of medical condition, which caused him to lose control of the vehicle and go into the building.
So hit a tree before he went in the building?
Yeah, hit a tree, sheared it off, went through the wall. There is some significant structural damage. We are waiting on a structural engineer. PD will remain at scene until that engineer arrives to determine which part of the building is safe and where they can occupy it moving forward.
So this is the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post. This is the second time in 2 years that a car's ended up in the building.
If you say so, yeah. This is the first time I've been here, so it's unfortunate that if that is the case, a business has to endure that more than once.
In the path of that vehicle coming in, do you know?
Not that I'm aware of. I haven't heard of anybody having to get out of the way. What was striking, though, is that we're beyond the intersection, so it really does really justify the medical emergency that was stated to us, that he was coming down the street and it looks like made a pretty hard turn into the building, struck the tree, and then went inside of the building.
The gender, a male and
all I know is the male was the driver. I don't know the gender of the passenger.
Anything you'd like to add, sir?
No.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you.
As far as the intrusion, there wasn't much to the vehicle, but there was just a lot of damage.
Good afternoon, ma'am. If you would, please tell us your name, spell your last name, and tell us your position with the VFW.
My name is Livier Jimenez Lazaro. Livier is L-I-V-I-E-R, J-L-A-Z-A-R-O for Lazaro, and I am the commander for Don Diego VFW 7420.
Okay, now we're here this afternoon because the car went in the building, but we were here almost 2 years ago for the same thing.
Unfortunately, that is a fact. We had almost the same exact thing happen about 2 years ago. It was in the middle room, what we call our museum room. This time was in the ballroom, and luckily no one was in there.
I understand on Sundays it's packed.
Yes, Sundays we would have had a packed street and a packed venue.
We understand that you folks heard the car coming.
Yeah, you could kind of hear, just like the swoosh of it, and it just went straight through the two big metal doors that we have and just took them completely out.
Took out a tree also and
Took out
a
a-
street sign.
A street sign, a tree, two thick metal doors, and the walls around there. And
Did you guys go to help them?
immediately, we looked through there and we made sure that there was no power because there was some water leaking. And myself and the quartermaster went to make sure that nobody was hurt, that there was anything that might explode right away, that we had to move them. And once we decided that none of that was there, then we just made sure that they didn't move and further injure themselves, or that nobody was bleeding too badly.
And this VFW Post, it has some history.
Yes, it has a lot of history.
A lot of history. How long has it been in existence?
67 years. We've been here for 67 years,
Serving veterans and their families.
serving veterans and their families, yes.
So, after the last crash, what did you guys have to do?
We ended up having to fundraise money. Immediately we put up a wall, but we fundraised money. We had to call our insurance to be able to put the wall up. It took some time. We actually were just starting to put some of our war mementos back on the wall that were taken out during that time. We were just doing that.
And honestly, this crash looks worse than the one that we came to before.
Yes, it's. I think it did more damage to the building.
Anything you'd like to add, ma'am?
I'm just glad that no one was hurt, that the gentlemen that were in there can get some care, and we will be needing help from the public, from our military members and families to repair our building. So VFW 7420, please reach out to us because we're going to need volunteers and supplies and money.
Ma'am, thank you so much for your time, and again, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much.